Now started your season adventure and you're wondering, okay, what should I be focusing on first as a early beginner player? Don't worry, I've been there before, so I'm gonna be showing you all the ropes what you could be doing on a daily basis to help push your progress, level up like a boss, and to make sure that you invest into the right units into team building. My name is KJME7 and today I'll be your guide. You now finish the tutorial, you now finish get your 5-star character and push it into the world of chaos here and what should I be doing? The first thing you should be doing is continue to push the story. Most naturally, continue to push the story. However, I want you to start to focus on, where is it? I want you to start focusing on clearing your growth guide. This area right here, you're going to unlock it, is going to enable you to get even more resources so that you could pump into your main 3 characters, which is your 5-star, and you're getting like 2 other characters, or whatever character you summon for in the first summon, right? You're going to use this as a means to pump even more EXP for account levels, because this is where you're going to get your account levels boosted. You're going to get even more resources to summon, and oh god, everybody likes summoning. I like summoning, you like summoning too. We want more characters, right? Right. So you're pumping your growth guide. Do this on a daily basis. This is your aim. So you aim to knock out these things, determine to clear battle mission chapter 2 promotional mission, and when you complete it, you will get even more EXP, right? So story, battle missions, growth guide, that's the first core, right? You're gonna have characters and you want to ask yourself, is my character good? What character should I have? What character should I be focusing on? No worries, let me show you what you should be focusing on. So obviously I have Kieran. It doesn't matter whatever is your 5-star. If there's a support, however, you want to have a damage healer. And the first base characters that you get with Owen, you get Amir, you're gonna get Teresa. They are all great characters, right? You could work on them first. You're gonna work on your main 5-star character. I highly suggest that you invest in Mika. She's a great support all around. You want this to have on your main team. You need to have this character on your main team. Okay? She does help make your team survive through a lot of hell, right? And you want to work on either a striker or you want to work on a defensive unit. If your 5-star is a tank, invest in a DPS. Hopefully you get this unit, Lucas. Lucas will help you move through a lot of early game content. I've been using him a lot in the blue pot. Because what has be transpiring is that within the dungeons there are elements which is very more stronger. So some units could be very strong in particular dungeons in type matchups. So you want to have units where in type matchups you could be able to clear through and breeze through, right? So the first thing as a beginner player, you're going to invest into your 4 main units: your main DPS, your support, a tank or a striker unit. Okay, let me move on. So you already get an idea on how to go about, okay, what is my main team? How should I go about making progression? Now, the next main thing, this is very important. I need to listen closely. On a daily basis, this is how you're spending your energy. Your energy is where you're going to be pushing a lot of EXP and progress for your main units. As you go through the growth guide, you're slapping out the story, you're slapping out the battle mission, you're going to reach a point where your character needs more power. They need growth. They need to get promoted. And this is where the simulation comes in. What is the simulation? The simulation is an area that all players will unlock once they're making progression that will just enable them to get the materials to build the character, to make the character even more powerful. What should I be doing? What should I be focusing on in the simulation? Okay, no problem, I got you. The first thing you want to be building to work on in your simulation is the promotional rewards. You want to make a character to level 30, level 40 and so forth. This year, you find them in the combatants, and you find the class that your characters is in, and you start to do these missions. Currently with my Kayron, I'm building like a kind of dark team, so I will be inside here. So right after, I'm gonna get my support up, so I'm gonna go in the relative notes based upon your main 3 to 4 units that you're going to invest in. And this is the next point I'm going to make. As a beginner player, please do not spread your resources wide. Spread it on a focus unit. The only time that you will be focusing on our next team is like from level 27 to 28 is when you're going to start to stretch and expand on your main roster, right? But your main 3 units is going to be carrying you to the main from level 1 to 20 relatively easy. Okay, so the simulation is what you're going to be spending your daily energy inside. You're going to spend it on promotional materials. You're going to spend it on promotional materials for your partners, which is the combatants that you just equipped to your main heroes. Does give you even more stats. It does make your heroes even more stronger. You want to have them as equally as strong, equal level as your main combatant heroes. It is a requirement, and also is something that within the growth guide that you do early, so that when you reach that point in the growth guide, you can just press claim. Easy. Potential is your awakening. Awakening is these little runes which you just get with your characters. I want to make this brief as possible, but it also is important. I want you to work on building your awakening with your main characters. This is where your characters gain even more efficiency with the cards, and just get even more powerful buffs and whatnot. Right. Alright, so we reached like close to 8 minutes in. I don't want to waste no time with you guys. I want you guys to just have a base flow and a base structure in how you're going about your dailies. As you log in the game, this is the last part, and this is very important. You're going to unlock the arc real quick, right? With this guide, you're going to unlock the arc, and with the arc, this is what you're getting your daily dose of 80 stamina right here in the cafe. You're going to collect it. You're going to claim your stamina. You're going to do your policy. Your policy is where it does enable you to upgrade the arc even more, right? And to get more freebies. You're going to go into Starshine Dinner. You're going to unlock this real, as you're doing everything what I said, you're going to unlock this real quick. And what this does do, just get your boss before you enter in the dungeon. So whatever boss that you want, that what you need for your team, you click it, and you will be able to have that boss for maybe like around 2 runs in 2 dungeons, right? It is extend, right? And within the arc, you almost reach 9 minutes, so we're gonna round it off. Within the arc, you're gonna be sourcing all the resources here, especially the cake. What the cake does give you affinity points. You want to be doing this. The affinity is a way to build your character in terms of the main start line. Just get them free starts, and also too, it's a quest that you need to be working on your main characters and try to get them to like level 10 affinity. Why get them to level 10 affinity? Because it does give them free starts, and also too, it's a check mark for end game and mid game progression. There will be a mission where they will ask you to reach level 7 to reach level 8 affinity with 3 characters, and you doing this early is the best thing for your progression account. And that is it. That is it what I want to talk about with beginner game progression. I hope I wasn't too long. Let me know in the comment section that what you've been having problems with. Let me know right? If this guide has helped you, please leave a like, comment who has been your main character at your pull and what stage are you on, right? Let me know in the comment section. We will hit part 2 where we reach level 25 and I will let you know how to go about mid-game progression. If this video has been any kind of helpful, well, you don't really know what you see. My name is KJME7 and I've been your guide. I'll see you guys around. Have a great day. Keep on enjoying season and look out for part 2 of the mid-game guide. I'll see you around.